Hey everyone, welcome back to Dorfromantik. Before we got started proper today, I want to inform you that there's a vote going on my community page right now about the future fate of Dorfromantik. If you want to see a return of this series, go vote. It is very important. It's the only way for me to know that you want to see it. You don't have to read the entire text, but at the bottom of the... It'll be right now, at least as the time of posting this video, the most recent post there will be... There'll be a vote at the bottom. Go vote. I'll see if I can't link to it in the description below. So let's get into this one. We are going to start off with getting 2 perfect tiles right here in the forest and be very close to completing the first mission here. And I think it's the first, right? Have we had any others? I don't even recall. It might be the first. If not, I don't think we've had more than 1 or 2 in either case. But I think this is the first that we start completing here. In any case, we have a couple of water tiles coming up, and they are both gonna go up here because we are close to completing several missions up here, 5 here and 7. So that is hopefully today going to give us a little bit of a few tiles and some points. You're gonna go in there because that is a perfect tile, creating a little bit of a swamp-like lake. And I thought you could go over here just because there's already a bunch of fields. Now this one, I did think we usually actually go with the railways with these water stations, which I guess is a little bit ironic since we call them water stations, but that is just where I find that we can utilize them the most. And I thought probably we can use it to close off this one right here. Alternatively, I thought we could place it here because this is the most dense tile we have to find. It has 2 sides, albeit it is grasslands, but still. But no, I think we're gonna go ahead and close this one off. And then we have a small mission, and I was wondering if it's gonna be a big mission or not. Really? Ah, you're actually not connected, but you're still too big. In either case, I didn't actually want to place it up here. I do want to place it around here somewhere if we can. Actually, we can right there. And we can send you off into the rest of this little network. I don't see why we shouldn't. There we go. Very nice. Oh my god, the tile's coming up. We are definitely going to need some help from these missions if we want to stay on top of the tiles. I think I rarely look at what we start with, but I think we are down 1. Oh, that would be a good place for it, but it does create a triple tile. What do we have coming up? Not the rescue, that's for sure. Actually, something like this might not be too bad. House to house should be fairly simple to find that tile right there. Okay. I can be persuaded for that. We do have some more housing right here, and for them to match, we'd have to do that. And that, I think, is a very horrendous idea. But we'll continue down this way then. 3 away from a mission here as well. Very nice. We will be 1 away up here now. Can we find a spot? We could right there, actually, which is not too bad. Only Hannah with the rails and the river coming up this episode. Let's just say I hope they slow down a little bit. I would like some normal tiles as well. Yeah, that's probably the best spot we have. Okay, well, besides the starting tiles, this is the first normal tile we have of the game. And I am decently confident that we have places that need this house and field opposite. Is it like a pocket over here? Did we already find that one maybe? Is it like up here maybe? Oh, I can't remember. Maybe we already found something. I think we had something like around... Yeah, right there we had one. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm confident we still have it. We actually do have right there. That is no perfect tile though. And at the rate we are getting river and railway so far, I think we need to be fairly adamant about getting perfect tiles when we can. It's funny, I was sure we had tons of places that needed field and house, and now I can't find them. I'm sure that whenever we place this one, we'll start finding them. I mean, we have a couple of places like this, but I was really talking about specifically house and field opposite each other. Yeah, we have here as well, but not opposite. Okay, well, I guess either we filled them out or I'm just wrong. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Alright, well, I suppose we'll just find any old place then. Let's see, could be down there. Field to field, house to sort of housing-ish area. It's not too bad. We could actually get 2 perfect tiles right there, which, as I just mentioned, given the state of the tiles we're getting, that might not be too bad at all. That might not be too bad at all. I did look up here, but unfortunately there's no 2 perfect tiles to be had here, no place where this one actually fits. Honestly, if we can, yes, right there. I was about to say, if we can re-find that one, then we will. Okay. Do we have anywhere where we can utilize both of these? And at this point, it doesn't really have to be next, to be the mission we're actually on. I'm just wondering if we have a sort of forward water station, but we don't really. We could place it there. Probably the closest we have to a water station, but this water station is very surrounded by other elements, so maybe we find somewhere else. Honestly, that is probably not the worst idea right there. The river is kind of isolated, can easily be redirected to itself in a small loop. The railway is either a dead end or a water station. And we have plenty of openings down there. That is actually not too bad. And it still works on these missions, right? Yeah, on this mission I should say. That's only the one. Perfect. Why do you not have a house on the other side? I believe then you would have been a pocket somewhere. Or maybe not actually. Maybe we do need 2 houses next to each other, like right here. Maybe we already found the one that had houses on either side of it. Who knows? Who knows? Good match, but we want houses up here en masse. So let's search. Honestly, let's just look over here. What do we have? Honestly, seems good to me. I don't mind mixing it up a little bit over here to give ourselves options. Do that. And let us plop this one up here somewhere so we can get a mission finished. We do have a river coming up as well though, so maybe we want this one elsewhere where we can also actually get a perfect tile. We could open up over here. That's not a perfect tile though, which was kind of the point. Are we open at least up here? We are. And we probably want to be open, so the upcoming tile could also go right here. I kind of had it earmarked for the mission over there. In either case, I don't think openings on our river network is something that we are desperate for. It's quite wild how much of our empire this one network actually stretches. It stretches quite a bit. Well, actually this one could also go down here. We need to get this out, and this is probably a pretty good tile for there. It is perfect with the grasslands right there and houses, which is what we want down there. Okay, it's gonna go down there, which means this one is gonna go up here to complete this mission. And let's do that. Get a few tiles back to where we started, I think. Right, it's not your turn yet. Okay. Forest and housing. Is that something we can get in here? Oh, it's so close though. That is so close. We don't have any... No pockets that would fit anything like this. And it's not over here either. No, this is a completely different kind of pattern. Fair enough. Could do that. That seems pretty cool. Good enough. You'll go there. Finding will lead you out. We do get a mission. You are actually connected to everything. We could introduce a bear over here in the middle of the village. I'm sure they would appreciate that. Or we could do this. Actually right here. The starting tile we had were 4 sides of forest, and I didn't want that here because I didn't want to introduce more forest to either of the neighboring tiles here. But this one doesn't. This one only introduces grasslands, which keeps these tiles fairly simple. And it is a perfect tile, and it brings us 3 trees away from completing our first mission down here. I'm gonna continue calling it first because that's what I think it is. If not, you can correct me if you remember. Okay, we get more just pure grasslands and river. Unfortunately, we don't have any place up here that can actually give us any perfect tile with this, not yet anyway, but we can still connect you right there. Let's do that. And let's see if this is not something we can connect down here somehow. Oh, it's so close. That is so close. Could do that. Are we close to completing a... We are right there actually. We are close. Not sure I really see a spot for it over here. We could actually make an argument for this, because so far that keeps the forest and field there quite isolated from the houses. It's no perfect tile, and that's the only downside of this. But I think we're gonna go ahead and take it anyway. I think we have an upcoming. Yes? Oh, we do. Awesome. I feel super snotty. I don't know if I'm getting sick or something like that. Did we have some railway down here next to forest somewhere? Or am I completely delusional here? We could actually do that. That seems okay. That's forest to already existing forest there. Let's do that. And I do believe... Where was it? Right here. Yes. Perfect. 6 sides pocket there. Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Excellent. Game is trying to make up a little bit for what it offered us earlier. Very nice, very nice. Let's see here. We could connect that down here. And since it is connected to the rest, it is still a mission complete here. And this field is actually nice and isolated for quite a while. That's a lot of just grasslands. I think we're gonna do that. First mission complete. Very nice. I think we're gonna continue down here with that. Close off that row. That was 3 houses that we needed. Very nice. I'm just looking for my documents here. I can't find my special tiles. It's been quite a while since I used them, apparently. Okay, well, I guess we'll continue without. Why can I not find my piece of paper? I have them with a bunch of special times that I wrote down, but I never used. I was hoping that they would maybe help me remember because I wrote them down, but the one piece of paper I had with my triple tiles is apparently gone. Okay, well, whatever. We'll have to survive without them then. Okay, let's see. I had a place in mind for this, didn't I? It was there. We already filled out that one. So, I don't think I have a place in mind for this one then. That's fine. I have some nagging feeling that I do, though. There was somewhere with like a double forest. We could do something like that. It is a 5-sided match, but it is 0 perfect tiles. We are, to my great surprise, up at the moment. Those missions did indeed help, and we are not even finished with the missions. I think we have one more at least that's easy to get to. Could do that then. 2 perfect tiles. And in fact, we probably will. If I can find it again. Right there. There we go. Okay, so for triple tiles, where do we have them? Now I need to refine them. I know one of them is over here, right? In our fields. Yes, we have that one right there. And then we have, I think we only have the 2. We have this one over here. Oh my god, that is so close. I would probably have taken that if the forest had been up there. I know I've said that we want to find this one first, and that would be most preferable just because it's railway. But that is so close. That is so close. I think those are the only 2 we have. I think... Did we created one down here at some point, but I think, yeah, this one we actually found it pretty quickly. Did we create another one? Did we create another one? I seem to recall that we created another one pretty quickly after that. You can zoom in. It is right here. Yeah, right there. Okay. But alas, these are not next to each other, so... This is not the tile for that. Fair enough. Let's look around. And see what we can find. This is a little bit of a nightmare tile for me, so I'm probably just going to find or take the first match I can find, pretty much. So it has to be, if we're utilizing the grassland, it's either forest house or forest field. So forest is involved no matter what here, if we utilize the grasslands. Otherwise it doesn't really matter. Oh dear God, help me find a place for this god-awful tile. I mean, looking around, we actually have a surprisingly few amount of places that has something grassland something. It's very busy down here. I don't like this placement. No, I don't like this placement. We have plenty of places that's the same element as like here, house grassland, house or field grassland, field up here. But we have actually surprisingly few that is house grassland, field for instance, or any combination. Maybe I'm just blind, but like right here for instance. And of course that's right next to a railway. Why wouldn't it be? The first and only one we have found. Another one there that doesn't match up. Now that's another issue. Once we do find them, they also have to match our specific tile, of course. Horrible tile. Horrible tile. Sold. I'll take it. Sold. One away. I mean, call me crazy, but I think that's gonna be this one. That's a no. That's a no. Would lead that one away as well, but I think this is just fine. Mission complete, very nice. Now we need to focus on something else, because that's the last one down here. And... call me crazy, but are we about to hook this up? I thought we had more missions that... Yes, we have this one, this bastard right there. We have a railway coming up, so we can check, but this might be a horrendous quest right now. That might be the only one stopping us from connecting all this railway up. Oh well. Oh well. This is a beautiful, beautiful tile right there. Absolutely beautiful. Forest, house, forest. Oh, the other way around. That is something that goes perfect right there. We've been looking for a while. Okay, so this one. I want to... of course, we can't check a lot. Yeah, you connect up. That's bad. Yeah, that's the issue now. Are you connected to the big one? You're connected to the big one. This is the big one, right? Yes, okay, so, okay. I was about to say it looked like we only had this exit here, which would be bad to try and place 58 tiles connected and get this out. But this is actually the one. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be working on now. So we just need 58 with no other this kind of railway missions, and then we're good. Should be easy, right? Should be easy. Let's see. Just pure forests. Beautiful right there. That's a very busy tile. Oh, we're one away up here. Let's see if we can find a place for you. Well, we can turn you in this direction. Let's do that. Another mission. And we could potentially finally start to get a little bit of something up here. But I would like just forest. That's the thing. I would like just forests. And let's do... let's do that. Now you, I actually thought... right there. Let's close you off. As much as we can anyway. For 2 perfect tiles as well. Very nice. And... ooh, you could be right there, and I think you will be. Very nice. End piece. Unfortunately, it's way too busy to be right there. Way too busy. Right elements though, but they're way too busy. Let's see. What can we close off? What do we want to close off? I mean, we are working on this one up here. It's almost beautiful right there, but not quite. I mean, we want to close this one off at some point. Don't we? Yeah, I think we do. We have too much going on here. We need to get the forest out, we need to get the river out. So I think we want to close this one off. And it might as well be this one. It's a little bit forest to the already existing forest, so... why on earth not? Oh my god, the upcoming railway tile. Is that... that is exactly what we are looking for right here. If this had been forest. That is a crying shame. Let's see. We actually have too many tiles up here that are just full-on field. Too many tiles that are full-on field. We have to do a little something about that. To mix it up a little bit. Something like this will be just fine. There can be too many of those as well. Believe it or not. Well, it doesn't really matter how we turn this one. It's going to be, the result is going to be the same. Right there. No, we are working on these up here, of course. Let's remember that. We're working on these. So let's work on these. Stupid 55. Okay. Single house. Teeny tiny single house. Could that be a two perfect tile somewhere? It could be a 4-sided match, but only the 1 perfect tile right there. That's honestly probably okay. I don't recall that we have a lot of need for just a single house. Oh, never mind, actually. Let's put you right there. It's still only the 1 perfect tile, but now we are set up for some triple perfect tiles. In either of these two, and then a 6-sided pocket match. Let's see. You fit more or less beautifully right there. We do have the railway right there, but I am willing to take that. to get rid of the house down there. Or at least get it satisfied. You do not fit there. Do you fit here? You do actually. You don't fit there. But you do fit right there. No, you don't. Never mind. You do not fit right there. You could not fit there either. What else we got? As you kind of could fit right there, but at this rate, then I'd rather look elsewhere. It's such a shame you don't fit right there. That would have been very nice. Okay, well, I can't remember. We don't have anything up here really with houses, do we? Yeah, we do have a bit, but not for this one. And we don't have anything here at all anymore with houses. No. Could be there, but not a fan. You are not gonna match up. No, you're not gonna match up either. Plonk you there, but I think we'll probably end up looking around. At least down in the southeastern part of our empire. There is a fair bit house and field down here as well. Actually, do you? Yes, you do. That is definitely what we want then. Yes, houses, field closed off, sold. You, sir, are annoying. You are super close to being perfect right there. But perfect is not gonna cut it. Or, well, that is not gonna cut it. You're also very close to being good right there. What an annoying tile. Such a tease. Such a tease. We had something here. You need double forest up there. Yes, okay. These we've had for like 300 episodes, feels like. Even though we haven't even done 300 episodes, but it feels like they've been there for a while. Sold. Sold. Now this one is an interesting tile. Where are we? But yeah, it is so close, dude. So close. So close. And yet so far. This is the... would have been a good tile right here. And it would have been... honestly, at this rate, then you're gonna go over here. We are 12 away from completing this. What about the middle here? No, 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 no. That needs much more forest. Fair, fair. Ooh, that actually completes the mission. Ah, because we hook up this cluster. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's see. Field and housing is once again something we don't really have a lot of. Where did we place the last one of these? I think we placed it somewhere where we utilized the grasslands, didn't we? Like right here, for instance. I don't actually think we placed it in any, like, super important place. Yeah, what do we have right here that we could do? I don't like that. We could do something like this. That would be okay. I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, forest opposites. We believe I've seen that. Or is it just forest opposite something else I've seen? I don't know, but I don't think I would mind doing that. For a couple of perfect tiles, very nice. We get some river here. Do we want to leave this one further out now? Or are we ready to place down some river with forest there? I think we are. So you're just gonna go that way. And we got a couple of simple houses here. Is that something we could use here, maybe to close something off? It could be something like that is okay. We have a 2 perfect tile right there, I think. But I actually just remembered, yes, we have this one right there. Beautiful. 3 perfect tiles. That's what we want to see. We have double forest house coming up. Is that not a pocket somewhere? Double house forest is there, so maybe not. No, maybe not. Okay, well, first things first, we have this one we have to contend with. I think it's not gonna match here. We needed more forest on the right there. Yep, that's okay. And we need more field for it to be over here. We need this one to hook up. Yes. Need less forest for that. Less forest for that. Much less forest for that. Okay, this is seeming like a difficult tile for some reason. Which tempts me to take something silly like that, so let's do that. Since we are actually up quite a bit this episode, so that's good. Do we have somewhere for you? We do actually right there, that seems good. We still have a few missions here that are far away. That's okay though, we'll get there. And then we have you. Ooh, there it is. There it is. But no, it's not. I keep doing that, right? I think I keep doing that. That's okay. That's okay. We shall find a spot for you, my friend. Let's see. Do we have just a like standard placement for you, like down here? No, it doesn't look like it. Actually, all these houses are pretty free of the taint that is the forest. That is interesting. It's only in here in the pockets. We have this one down here, of course, but otherwise this house is completely free, this is completely free, and this is completely free. It's good to know. Good to know indeed. Oh, you could also just do something like that. It's honestly, I don't know. I would like to maybe close off the field then and try to not introduce too much field. So maybe not making this, maybe trying to not make this tile super complicated is the best bet. But we could just utilize the grasslands here like this. Seems good as well. I honestly don't see a problem with that. I honestly don't see a problem with that. Oh my god, the upcoming tile goes right there. I was about to say that I don't even care if it creates a triple tile. It doesn't. So that's even better, but I wouldn't have cared either way. I would have taken it. Sold. Double sold. And let's see, we could open up a little bit up here, which probably doesn't seem too bad. We do have quite a few openings, but they're all very centered around here, so let's get something working that way. And speaking of single houses, let's start closing a few of these off. Let's do that. And now if we can only get rid of that one, then we have a nice big area here that can be pure forest. This is housing and field. I need to check if that is a pocket somewhere. We are actually starting to get rid of quite a few of the field and housing pockets, which is nice. Actually, do we even have any left over here now? I don't think so. Okay, that's good. Oh, it's almost beautiful. That means this is this the only one we have left? 2, 3. Okay, so we still have a few. Okay, fair. Still have a few. Okay, but it's not a pocket. What was that? No, it's not a pocket. So let's see what we have here. We don't really have anything with just single field other than this one, and this one is not really connected at all. Good enough. Ooh, and the forest, you will of course go there and also hook up a great deal of trees. Very nice. Are we getting close here? No, 300, so not really. Odds are we could actually see that we'll get very close before we either end or take a break from the series, depending on what you want or what you vote for. But I would be surprised if we complete any of those at this stage. Let's do that. Actually, maybe you only open right here, so maybe we do something like this. Forgo the perfects, and we have reached our goal. Yes, we have reached our goal. I completely missed that. We don't want to take too much from next time, because that is going to be the last episode. There's not going to be any grand finale or special finish, anything. We're just going to do a standard episode. But once again, I want to remind you, go vote. I'll see if I can't link to it in the description, but if not, it's on my channel. It's on the community tab. It'll be the most recent post. You don't have to read it, but if you want to, that's fine. But the most important thing is the vote. For now, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.